The men's basketball team all but wrapped up their disappointing season by dropping another home game this weekend at Chrysler Arena. The Wolverines fell to Penn State 55-51. The victory was Penn State's second win in the Big Ten and served as the nail in the coffin that is the rest of Michigan's season. Michigan has 4 games remaining but has been all but eliminated from getting invited to the NCAA tournament. After starting the season ranked in the top 25, the Wolverines stumbled through most of their schedule, especially in the tough Big Ten. In a little bit of happier news, the Michigan softball team continued their hot streak to start off the 2010 season. The ladies won the consolation game in the Tiger Classic in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. After being upset by Virginia, the number 4th ranked Wolverines defeated the host LSU Tigers 2-0 and crushed the Oklahoma State Cowboys 8-1. The women will continue to play in the warm southern region and won't open up play in Ann Arbor until they take on Bowling Green on March 24th. And the Michigan hockey team continued their season-long trend by splitting a home series against a ranked opponent. The Wolverines hosted the Northern Michigan Wildcats on Friday and Saturday. Friday, the Wolverines couldn't overcome Northern's quick start and fell 3-1. Saturday was a much different story as Michigan put together a wild third-period comeback, defeating the Cats 5-4. The Wolverines hope to take some of this momentum into their games this weekend against Notre Dame and into the CCH tournament, which starts Friday, March 5th. And continuing the hockey theme, the United States men's hockey team put on its greatest performance in the Olympics since the 1980 Miracle on Ice this past Sunday. Led by a brilliant performance by goalie Ryan Miller, the underdog USA team was able to stun host Canada 5-3 in group play. The win was another sign of the very successful Olympics for the United States. The U.S. currently leads the medal count with 24 overall medals, including 7 gold. The games continue all this week and provide the perfect distraction from midterms and homework, so you should definitely check those out. All right, you guys, that's all we have for sports tonight. Let's send it back to Leslie and Whitson.
Thanks, Dan, and yeah, that was awesome that we beat Canada at their own game, basically, because, I mean, Canadians know their hockey, so. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to have Hadas Brown in the studio with us to give us all of our entertainment news.
And welcome back to Newsfeed. We have Hadas Brown in the studio to give us all the entertainment news you want to hear. Hadas?
Thanks, guys. Our biggest story this week comes not from Hollywood, but from jolly old England, where J.K. Rowling finds herself in a bit of trouble. The British author has been accused of stealing the idea for the 4th novel in the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, from another author by the name of Adrian Jacobs. The accused party maintains that she is deeply upset by the claims and that she never even heard of Jacobs. However, representatives on behalf of Jacobs claim that Rowling stole a great deal of her material from his book, including the idea of wizard prisons, hospitals, and schools. Adrian Jacobs himself died in 1997, so he was unable to comment. And fans of the Gosling 8 may be relieved to hear that the raging battle between Jon Gosling and the TLC network has come to a close. The network had claimed that Gosling was in breach of contract for appearing on other television shows. Both sides are going through steps to resolve all of the issues and close the suit for good. Although the terms of the settlement are confidential, Gosling's lawyers expressed to Radar Online that Jon is hopeful that TLC will, quote, move forward with the best interests of the Gosling family. And finally, Oscar-winning actor Sean Penn has shown yet again that he is a bit temperamental towards the paparazzi. According to reports, Penn allegedly kicked a photographer and then broke the man's camera. If found guilty, Penn could face as much as 1.5 years in jail. His arraignment will take place on March 22nd. That's all for this week. Back to Leslie and Whitson.
Thanks, Hadas, and we're going to throw to a quick break, but when we come back, we are going to have Jennifer in the studio with us to give us our weird news for this week.
Welcome back to Newsfeed. We have Jennifer in the studio to give us all of our weird news.
While on a winter break trip to Breckenridge, Colorado, a Texas Christian University student suffered severe burns when his peers branded his butt with his fraternity's Greek letters and the letters of a sorority. As of now, no charges are being pressed because statements suggest that he willingly participated in the act. The student now needs surgery to treat his second and third degree burns. And on Friday, an escaped zebra caused chaos when he wandered across a busy intersection in downtown Atlanta. The 12-year-old zebra was preparing for a show when something spooked him. He ran away from his trainers and wiggled through an opening in a fence. Finally, a Maryland lawyer says it's time to ban marriages between first cousins. He says it's time to stop playing what he calls genetic roulette with their offspring, as he claims to bring Maryland into the ranks of states such as West Virginia and Arkansas that have already passed such laws. However, the bill would make an exception for people who are over 65 or infertile. Sorry. And now back to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. I don't know which story is my favorite.
You know, actually, I think it's a tie between the zebra and the
infertile
and the band. The thing is, a zebra escaping from the zoo. Like, I mean, that's it. You know, it's dangerous because you could get hit by a car or something. But that's kind of cool because it's a zebra. And zebras are cool.
It's just like a random animal.
And it's not nearly as scary as like a lion being loose or something. People like freak out when like a lion or a tiger gets loose and they could like attack people. But a zebra is like a really pretty
Zebra is just kind of like a what kind of damage could it do?
And then, you know, everyone driving down the street that day gets a treat.
Yeah, they just, the zebra,
But,
I don't know.
But the band might be my favorite.
I think my favorite.
And not so much the ban itself, but the part where there's an exception for people who are over 65 or infertile.
I guess it's showing what the point of the ban is the fact that if you can't have children, then...
I want to know who is over 65 and deciding to marry their first cousin when they're 65.
Well, I guess, I mean, I don't know. But I guess the cool thing is that they're both alive when they're still 65. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Anyways, but I agree that the exception is the cool part of it. So.
And I'm also really glad that we don't have fraternities that brand people on their butts.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, that's some rough stuff.
Ow.
Okay. Well, that is it for tonight's edition of Newsfeed. I'm Leslie Dick.
And I'm Whitson Gordon. Have a great night and a great break.